Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Business Spotlight. Today we're talking with Rolando Marsh with JFR and Associates, and of course I'm Aaron Moore. And we're going to talk today about, you might be wondering why I'm talking to another broker at JFR highlighting their business. It's because he does things I don't know how to do. In all the years I've been in the car business, which I hate to say is over 30 years, I've never been really good. I've always let the people that are good at it handle the bankruptcies and the special financing thing. And this is what Rolando does, and his team, they help a lot of people. So when I have customers that have had things happen to them, like bankruptcies, I refer them to him because he takes good care of them, gets them in a car, gets them a good program, gets them a decent interest rate, and gets them back on the road. So Rolando, tell us a little bit about, first of all, how long have you been at JFR now?
I've been at JFR about 8.5 years now.
Jeez, yeah.
Been a while.
I've been here 9. So yeah, right after I got here.
Definitely.
It's been a minute. And you've been in the car business how many years? You've been doing this obviously since before you came here.
Yeah, since 1995. So it's about 31 years.
You got me beat by a year. Good job. I'm sorry to say that. Well, tell us a little bit about what you do. What's the magic? What goes on? How do you get people loans after they have a bankruptcy? I know a lot of people have bankruptcies, don't realize there's light at the end of the tunnel. So what do you offer?
So with bankruptcyautos.com, that's what we are at JFR. I'm the finance director. I am teamed up with my business partner, Greg D, and I also have another business partner named Jimmy. What we do is we help people reestablish their credit. That's the main thing I like to say. It's not about selling cars. It's not about, getting people and, trying to make profit on selling cars. What this is all about is helping people who went through a bad situation, because, bad things happen to good people. You have medical bills, you have credit cards, high interest rates. You're just spinning your wheels in the mud. You don't know what to do. You're making the minimum payment. You're not even making a dent in it. So a lot of people decide they want to make a business decision. And that's what I call it, a business decision. Because any other corporation, if they're seeing that theirs is going down, first thing they're going to do is going to correct it, make a business decision, and get their business back up. So at Bankruptcy Autos, what we do is we help people get loans for automobiles so they can start reestablishing their credit, which is the fastest way to do it. There's other ways you could do it. Credit card, it could tick by tick, help your credit score get up there. Mortgages, that's another one thing, but it's a lot harder to get a mortgage when you're in bankruptcy, and plus you probably don't want to get a mortgage at the interest rate that you would get if you're in bankruptcy.
On that note, you have to wait. There's a waiting period for a mortgage. How long does someone have to wait to get a bankruptcy or get a loan on a car after bankruptcy?
Traditionally, it's about 2 years after your bankruptcy. 2 years after Chapter 13. Chapter 13s can range anywhere from 3 to 5 years till it's discharged, and then usually a year or two after that.
Mm-hmm.
The most important thing is that since you filed bankruptcy, the banks know you did something detrimental to your credit, so they're going to want you to reestablish yourself. They're going to want you to, prove to them that you've learned your lesson and you're going to do better the next time.
Mm-hmm.
So the way to do that is with the automobile loan. And here at JFR, since we're auto brokers, I'm not handcuffed to just one inventory. I work with plenty of dealerships around the metro area. So we find a car that you like, fits your budget, it makes you and your family happy.
So you can do it sooner than a mortgage. How quickly can you get someone that did a bankruptcy how quickly can you give them a car loan? Right after?
Chapter 7s, if you follow Chapter 7, we could get you sent to our banks 24 hours after you file it. Chapter 13s, you have to wait till you're confirmed, which takes about 90, 40, 45, almost 4 months, before it's confirmed. And once it's confirmed, then we can submit you to the bank. So that's a very good service that we give to a lot of people who are in those Chapter 13s.
So you can get a loan on a Chapter 7 right away.
Mm-hmm.
And does it need to be discharged?
No, it could be open.
There's so many things that, like I said, I don't know. I thought that you'd have to have everything discharged and completed. These guys, they do what they do for a reason. They give people hope and options where they didn't realize there was any, which is why I wanted to do this video and kind of get that out, because a lot of people think that when they're in that situation, it's tough for anybody to go through it, but then they don't really see, and there's such a negative stigma attached to it. But bankruptcies happen all the time. Bad things happen. You get sick, you lose your job, you have a car accident. There's all these things that can, if you're a habitually bad credit person, none of these apply. Like if you have a history, but even then, he eventually has a program for that too. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. I keep saying that because that's truly how I feel it is because people just feel like they're never going to get out of this, and you offer them hope.
Offer them hope. We get them on the right track with their clean slate. What I like to tell my customers is, let's say you follow Chapter 7, and then we get you into an auto loan. There's certain things that you could do to reestablish your credit fast. First of all, you make 12 perfect payments on that auto loan. That becomes a bona fide trade line on your credit. Your credit score jumps up 50 to 100 to 120 points. Right there is getting you started. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that we do is, we get people into a situation where in about 2 to 3 years, once you got your credit reestablished, then you're out shopping for houses.
Yep.
Your credit score jumps up to 740, 750. Now you're back. And that's what I like. I like to help people get back.
Mm-hmm. And you can also refinance their car loans after a while too, right?
Exactly.
And lower the interest rate that you had to, it's going to be a higher interest rate sometimes on a bankruptcy loan. But after you make enough payments, what is that typically, 6 to 12 months?
Probably about 18 months, I would say.
18 months.
Get your credit score up to 680. Do everything correct. Don't get any collections. Make your payments on time, and don't have high credit card balance. That's a big thing with the banks.
Sure.
They don't like to see high credit card balances after bankruptcy because basically just running back into the same situation.
No, that makes sense.
Keep the balance below 30%.
There you go.
$300 credit card, when you pay it at the end of the month, make sure that balance is $90 or below.
See, these are all things not many people know. Rolando knows it. I know very little about it. I just wait for him to send me the mortgage people. So, but any of my customers or anyone that's watching this that doesn't know us, reach out. What's your website? And what's a good phone number?
Our website's bankruptcyautos with an S.com.
And we'll do some fancy magic and it'll probably show up on the screen there. But thank you very much for coming in and spending a few minutes with me and explaining to these folks what options are available to them. And even if it's not you and you know someone that's going through it, give them Rolando's information or give them my information. I'll connect them and let's get them back on track. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Appreciate you.